Hey there. Hi. There we go. Camera. My name's Andrew, and I'm super excited to bring some information to you. And this might, I don't know if I'm super. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I get a little nervous in front of the camera, but since I've had so many interviews lately, when the Google Meet calls and stuff like that, I thought, you know what? I just really need to start pushing my stuff and get it out there and help people and expand. I want to expand. So anyway, I've got it was 5 top tips for extended stays in Mexico, but it's now been changed. I love Google. I love Google Docs. I love Google period for the most part. Anyway, so this video is dedicated to my good friend Chris, who will be here on New Year's Eve from New York. So he's getting out of the snow, and we're going to have a great time here in Puerto Vallarta, and then we're going to take the bus up to Mazatlan, like 6 hours to Mazatlan. So that should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. I've been working hard all summer, all fall on my projects here, and I'm an SEO and writer, editor, all this kind of stuff. Please don't take this work as evidence of my writing. I just want to get this information out to you. So I was thinking of this morning, during the summer I created this course on how to move to Mexico, link in the description. But I wanted to bring this stuff because I know the tourist season is starting to ramp up, okay? So, number 1, please, crossing the street after a speed bump. So you see the topes, right? You'll see speed bumps to keep the speed of traffic down, and that's a really good thing. But since people cross the street wherever they feel like it, it's good to do it after a speed bump because the cars have to slow down, and that gives them an opportunity to see you better and allow you to make it across the street safely. I don't think anybody's ever. It's a good one. It's a good one. Otherwise, if you're just crossing randomly, you're upping your chances of getting hit by all sorts of things. So watch traffic closely. Most cars won't stop for you. I've been in really large intersections where I'm like, I spent the past 2 years in South America, so I'm getting kind of used to that. But all of these countries and these cultures handle things a little bit differently. So don't expect people to just stop their car for you as a pedestrian. Excuse me. You do not. You might have the right of way. I don't know, but it doesn't matter if you're dead. Okay. Excuse me. Especially at high season. Okay, when the traffic volume's up. Further, always watch where you're walking on the sidewalks. They can be of varying heights, cracks, and cobblestones, and just following a sidewalk. You might have to, raise your leg 2 feet to get onto the next section of, and that's after cobblestones. It would be, I don't know, I've never worn high heels, but I could imagine that would be devastating. Unless you're on a dance floor, you're down at the Malecon, you're clubbing, so that's something for you to consider, okay? So I don't even want to do it in flip-flops, you know what I mean? It's like, I'll go to the store in flip-flops. I won't walk much further than that because it's tiring to walk in flip-flops and you're not sure-footed at all. So, other people have said it, I'm saying it again. Okay, varying heights, cracks, cobblestones. Yes, it makes walking a challenge, but this is a good thing. It will literally keep you on your toes. And also, if you're coming from middle of suburbia land, USA, you're used to manicured and perfect sidewalks. And so that, in my opinion, sort of slows the brain. If you're challenged to move your body like this, it's good for your body, it's good for your legs, it's good for your synapses in your brain. So that's my opinion. I'm certainly not a doctor. Number 2, there are reasons for the taps on top of drains. This is so during the heat of the day, fumes from the sewer won't escape into your apartment or home. Okay? I'm a former nationally certified home inspector. There might be now in newer construction, but there are no sewer vents. So you'll have a vent in the middle of your home, and that will allow the fumes from whatever type of sewer system you have to vent into the atmosphere, right? They're not here. So you'll see these type of drains. You want to keep them on top of the drains. They'll also work as a counter against insects. At this drain over here in the side, I had a rat trying to crawl in, through the metal grate. Obviously, he couldn't get in, but just consider that. Also, what works really well are lids from yogurt containers, right? So, for example, I'll put this, since I don't have a tap de boca, I don't have a tap or top for the kitchen sink. So I put this on there, and then I add a little bit of water. That also works against our next thing here, right? Number 3, I put all of my food in the refrigerator, including dry goods like macaroni. The reason I do this is because there are a whole lot of ants of a number of different species, and if they are going to get in your kitchen, if they get going in your kitchen, it's a hassle. You can also see my video. I'll be posting. Well, it's already posted, but I have things on silent right now. They're sleeping. See my video. It'll be up later on which is another reason to subscribe, on how to get ants out of your computer, right? Because I had my computer over there against the kitchen, because I wanted the sun in my face, and the ants moved into my computer. Now, I live by my computer. I need my computer for work and for all of the things that I like to do. So when I figured out that they were trying to plant eggs in my computer, no good. So right now, this desk is about 1/4 of an inch away from the wall. There's really, the ants could really climb up, and they would have to be coming after something. But I keep the space clean, I keep it detached from the wall, hence no more ants in my computer. Okay? Let's see. Number 4, you will likely have to carry your own water bottles. You can't drink the water in Mexico. That's the cause of Montezuma's revenge. That's no news to anybody, but, like this, you got to go get the water. And I hate disposing of plastic. I want recyclable, do this kind of thing. Okay? I actually just discovered this morning, and it's probably the genesis of this video right now. But let me finish this. Okay, you'll likely have to carry your own water bottles. The most efficient way to do this is by having a water dispenser in 5-gallon containers. Okay, these will be heavy. Water weighs, 8 pounds per gallon, right? This will be heavy for most people, so how you carry them is important, and I will show you how right now. So check this out. Got the water container. This will fit right here in the handle. Your shoulder fits right in there. It was so much easier. I was carrying it by the handle and, swinging around. Sometimes I had 2 of them, whatever. So much easier now. Okay? So yeah, it settles right in there. Oh, it's a snap. Boom, 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 boom. Now, the reason I have an extra container from a different brand is because sometimes the first brand is out. So I have 1 container for each brand because I love water and I'm going to drink it. It's important, right? We need it. It's number 1. So, varied that. Okay, now, in my case, number 5, in my case with this current apartment, I had to buy a few things, including kitchen knives, a cutting table, coffee maker, water dispenser, and as soon as I landed from Bogota, I had found a used bike on Craigslist here in Mexico. It is a Specialized bike. It's called Specialized. That's the brand. It's a decent brand, and I've enjoyed it greatly. As it turns out, the owner of this property, also loves mountain bikes, and he wanted to know what I was going to do with mine when I left the country. As it turns out, it is paying for almost all of my rent for my last 5 weeks here. Okay, last 5 weeks here. Ooh, boy, I didn't expect to be sharing this with you. Believe me, when I write, it's not like this. I'm highly accurate. This is awful. As it turns out, as you're watching this, it's paying for almost all my rent for the last 5 weeks here. When I've included the office chair I had to buy and all the knives and all the other aforementioned accoutrements, it's turned out well and a win for both of us. He is now a reference for my future residency should I decide to pursue that. That'll be after a few more years. I gotta go to I've got to go to Italy, Greece. I've got to spend some time in Georgia, Albania. I'm doing that. Anyway, number 6. Okay, you got that? So you might have to buy this kind of stuff, and this will lead into this number 6 here. Okay, always try to book your Airbnbs for 28 days, exactly 4 weeks. Not a day before, not a day after. And then you're paying day rates, right? Often it will be well worthwhile discount when booking for exactly 4 weeks. I always try and work in 28-day cycles. After my first 28-day cycle, or within a week thereof, I try and negotiate a private price with the owner, and it's worked out well for me in a number of countries. Okay? So cut the middleman whenever possible, right? At that point, you know, they're able to trust you and know that you'll take care of their property. Win-win, right? Cut out the middleman, okay? So let that sink in. You know, if it's 29 days, you've got a big fat day rate on top of your discounted monthly rate. So follow that along, let that sink in. It works. It works really well. Okay, number 7. In my opinion, fans are better than air conditioners. I hate running air conditioner. It feels false. It feels fake. It just, I don't know, you know, it makes me, ugh. So try and get something that is not on the first floor if you're able to. Balconies are beautiful, and beautiful breezes are wonderful, and a fan blowing to open windows are great. Oh, this is horrible. This is not an example of my work, folks, but I guess it is. Especially during the hot season or rainy season or whenever you're too hot, okay? Because your hot might be different than my hot, right? This will also help you to counter road noise, which this apartment severely suffers from. Ha 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 ha! I'm trying to laugh off my misery. No, it's not that bad, but you know, I've got semis going. It's a residential street, and there's semis, and they're going over the topes, and you know, when you know, in the evening, sometimes there's drunk people that sit out in front of here, and it's right there, you know? So it's like if this was a family room and I had a family, it would be very uncomfortable, you know? So I kick on the fan, and I'm in the bedroom, and I shut the door, and there's windows in there, and it's nice and dark and cool, and I like it. Now, sometimes air conditioning is an absolute necessity when it's like 3 in the afternoon, 3:30 in the afternoon, you're like, I've got to cool down my core. You know, I kick on the air conditioning for 20 minutes and, you know, shut all the windows and just kind of, you know, pretend like it's an igloo. So anyway, these are the big ones. You know, and as much as I like the property owners here, it didn't even seem to bother them that they didn't have a coffee maker. I mean, come on, you gotta have a coffee maker. You know, it didn't seem to matter to them that I didn't have a cutting board, that I didn't have knives. And I appreciate what is to us a low price, but it's not a low price to them. So take these things into consideration. And bonus, for the most part, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to organized crime. So don't sweat it. Be respectful. Always be respectful. To everyone. Don't cause any problems. Stick to your business and you'll be fine. For the most part, they are not and could not be less interested in you. Okay? You're not a target. All right? Now, I do have a course. It's only $50. I spent 2 weeks creating it. It's a video course with much better documentation than this is an example of. And I also have inexpensive coaching. I've lived in a number of places in Mexico and South America. So if you'd like to know more about any of these places, check out the link below in the description. Okay? Or you can reach out to me for private sessions. Certainly. All right? Anything else I can help you with? It's a great way to go. I think I'm going to make another video just on like the cost of living, you know, because I budgeted very tightly this summer, you know. The water is so nice here. I was raised in Hawaii, but every other day I'm in the waves here. They're just gorgeous. I love being in the water here. I can't wait for Mazatlan because the wintertime the waves are even bigger, just like they are in Hawaii, and the water is supposed to be even better in Mazatlan. So see you later. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff, and I'm going to just keep pumping this stuff out, okay? Because I've got a lot to share. Coming up. All right, take care. Bye-bye.